Hey guys, today I want to do a video about TV in the Philippines. You know, there's not a lot of great channels in the Philippines to really watch over here, so you usually turn to internet channels. And we have Pluto and Tubi. Now, sometimes these don't work over here because we're in the Philippines and they just won't work, so you need a VPN. To get these to work, you can usually download TunnelBear. Now, if you download TunnelBear, you turn it on in the beginning when you're going on there and you start the movie, and then you go to TunnelBear and you shut it off, and it'll usually run all the way through. The best thing to do though is just run it all the way through on TunnelBear if you're subscribed. But it'll work if you turn it on when you go on like Tubi or Pluto TV. It'll be fine. Okay, and then just you turn it on then shut it off later. Okay, so before you click the app, make sure your TunnelBear is on or your VPN is on. Now, if you pay for a VPN, just leave it on. It doesn't matter because you've already paid for it, and it'll probably work a little bit faster or whatever. I'm not sure if it'll how VPNs work. I'm not really up on that, but I can tell you about those two channels. Both those channels are excellent. There's a lot of stuff on both of them. Both Pluto and Tubi are both good. There's a lot of movies on there, older movies, newer movies, kind of B-grade movies, but there's also some Oscar winners on there, things like that, but you have to kind of search them out and find them. There's a lot of movies on there. I didn't know there was a part two to a movie, and I found those on there, and I was kind of interested in that, like The Great Escape, things like there's all types of stuff on there. There's also like Gilligan's Island. There is Unsolved Mysteries. There is a lot of the old horror, shows that they used to have on. I mean, I remember watching a lot of these movies when I was a kid in Boston on Channel 38 and Channel 56. So if any of you guys from Boston, you'll know what I'm talking about. A lot of these movies played on Saturdays and Sundays. A lot of them were like from the 40s, the 30s, and the 50s and 60s and stuff like that. There's some really, really good stuff on there, and some really good actors on there too. But anyway, I just want to put that out there, kind of do like a short video on this, because I know with the rainy season upon us, and I've been stuck in this house now for a while. We did get out the other day, but it was really raining really, really bad. And I just, was thinking, this is the time we should be talking about TV over here in the Philippines. And TV over here is a losing proposition, let's say that, on regular TV over here in the Philippines. They really don't have any great channels over here to watch, okay? Most of the time, I go on the internet. I rent movies on Apple TV, or I have Netflix, I have Pluto, and I have Tubi, okay? If I want to watch a regular show, like let's say I love watching The Curse of Oak Island, okay? I'll go on Apple and I'll buy the season, and as each week it pops up, I get to watch it when it comes out, which is pretty good. And I don't mind paying a few bucks for something I really enjoy watching. That is one of my favorite shows. But there's also a lot of other TV that you can buy channels. Sometimes you can go to freeintertv.com. FreeInterTV has a lot of channels on there too. I'm not sure if that channel's still up and running. I'm pretty sure it is. They have a lot of things on there, like Fox News. Sometimes it's up there, sometimes it's not. Some of the channels run like maybe an hour later. Like it's like an hour behind. It's an hour behind, so you're watching 1 hour old news or whatever on Fox News, which I can live with. I can deal with that. And there's also a lot of other channels on there that you can watch from all over the world. You can, if you're from England, you can watch TV shows from England on TV stations over in England, which is pretty good about Free Enter TV, because it's channels from all over the world. Like I said though, some of those channels were pre-recorded. They could be an hour old, they could be a day old, they could be older than that. Most of the time, sometimes though, it's just running right off the TV, and it's good. Those are the better stations on there that you can get. But a lot of them are older, so you might be like an hour old or something like that. Just be aware of that when you're watching it. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there for you guys that want to watch something on a rainy day like today here in the Philippines. Pluto TV, Tubi TV, freeintertv.com. Out of Tubi and Pluto, I think that Pluto is a little bit better. Okay, I enjoy both of them. Both of them have their pluses and minuses. but I would say that Pluto is a bit better. It has a lot more channels on there to watch, and there's like I said, there's an Unsolved Mysteries channel, which would play all Unsolved Mysteries. Gilligan's Island channel, just to use as an example. They have all these different channels on there that you can watch, and it's great because it shows all the old shows and it has some of the new shows too. So just FYI, it's got like the Twilight Zone on there. It has all that stuff. And some of these shows, if you go to some channels, you still have to pay for them. So make sure that you go and check out these channels before you go on like Apple TV and you subscribe to the whole Twilight Zone series, let's say, or something like that. Make sure you check these places first because they probably have them on there. You know, and sometimes I believe Netflix has the Twilight Zone, or they did have it on there for a while. I think that's on there too. There's a lot of shows that you can get on Netflix, and there's a lot of shows that you can get on Tubi and Pluto for free. Okay, Netflix, obviously you're paying for it, but I mean, you don't have to go pay to buy the whole series is what I'm saying, like $20 or $30 to buy the series, because you're already paying monthly. So I mean, be aware of that when you're looking for these shows and you're trying to find a specific show or whatever. Now, Twilight Zone is one thing I like about the Twilight Zone was it's all the great actors, you know, that were already famous or became famous later on, and they all kind of do like a cameo on that show, which is kind of cool. That's one of the things I liked about the Twilight Zone. Like it has William Shatner on there, and it had the lady from Bewitched and many other famous people on there, like Charles Bronson and people like that. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, guys, I just want to throw that out there. It's kind of a rainy day. There's not much going on. I think the only news was that Taal volcano, they moved it down a notch, so it's not as likely to erupt or whatever. So that's good news for us in the Philippines. But we did have that earthquake this morning, and some people were saying that they were wondering if that had to do with Taal volcano. No, it has nothing to do with Taal volcano. Taal volcano actually went down a notch, so we're doing better as far as that goes. But these torrential rains are kind of killing us, and it's flooding Manila. And, you know, that's not good news for us that like to go up to Manila, because I was hoping that I could get up to Manila probably like next week or the week after. But usually the flooding stays in place sometimes for a little while before it goes away. A couple days, 2 or 3 days. And I think we have some more rain coming in for the next few days. I haven't really checked the weather report, but it seems like this storm is like one of those long storms. It takes like a week or two to clear out or whatever. I mean, I can remember 1 month here, we had 30 days straight of rain every single day, and it was almost nonstop. We had like a few hours in between here and there that it did stop raining. So if we were going any place, we would go and we would rush to the mall or whatever, and then when we come back, it would be torrential rains again, and you get soaked. But anyway, guys, God bless, take care, and be sure to check out those channels, Tubi, Pluto, and you can also check out freeintertv.com. Okay, guys? God bless. Take care.